right. Just checking it with the chat room. Sorry about that. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, so I wanted to look about the Morphogene, and I have confession, I haven't used it very much in a while. So I thought tonight there's something I've been really wanting to try. So I thought I'll try it tonight. You know, one of the things I'm trying to do here is capture the frustrations of people who are kind of new to this, because, you know, like these kind of issues happen to us all where we're trying to patch things. My God, it's happened to me enough on the show, and you lot know that. But anyway, so I've got the Morphogene here, and then I've got some of these Xaoc devices which can sort of do cool things. Going into the Rosie as per usual as the output device. So we can do some kind of cool. We'll get some stuff happening in the Morphogene, and then we'll use the LFOs from Batumi and the envelopes from Zadar to do things. The Samara is here to accommodate the Touche. So I'll do that later. I've got the Touche ready as well. So the Touche can then manipulate Morphogene too. So that's the sort of plan really tonight, is to have a little play around with Morphogene and just see what happens. You know, I was thinking about what LFOs to use and what envelopes, and I think these Xaoc devices are about as good as it gets really. So I'll pop my head here. Sorry, Dan, covering your module a little bit, but yeah, that's just adding a little bit of gain. Oh God, they're going to keep popping up, aren't they? Yeah. It's a bit shallow, it is, and all the cables behind are sort of pushing upwards and without having anything to screw it in. That's why it's doing that. Anyway, we're all friends here. I don't think we'll mind a little bit of module liftage. Okay. Oh, I spent ages getting files to be recognised by the Morphogene, doing exactly what it tells you to do in the manual. Thank you, Inverted Popes. It's not just me who's being stupid. If you figured out what it was, if you could let me know, that would be really handy. Because, yeah, that is frustrating to me, that they make it a little bit awkward, a bit too specific. You know, I don't know why that is. It must be the way it works. I mean, as we'll hear when we start messing around with it, it does sound great. So, oh well. Anyway, so what I've got a bunch of like jams. Oh, excuse my arm. Here that are kind of they're all right. They're not great, but but it doesn't matter massively what you put into the Morphogene, such as the kind of transformatory nature of the module. So I'll just try playing some stuff in, just to get some sound coming through. Here we go. Let's get a level sorted. Okay. Neat. So we've got a meter coming in here. We can see this flashing. Might be a bit hot there. So I'll grab another one. Mostly stuff done with the Vermoner, I think. Okay, so I'll explain my way a little bit as much as I can. With the Morphogene then, it's sort of a little bit like a sort of tape machine in a way, is one way to sort of think about it. Although, as we'll see in a moment, it certainly deviates from that. So when I successfully, it can be quite fiddly. Oh, centralize it here. It should stop the playback. It should. Yes, you have to be quite spot on. So when it's center, it's not playing. And now as I increase it clockwise, it'll start to play, and it'll start playing faster until it goes green, where it'll play at the recorded tempo. So let's just find that tempo. We'll see, goes through a bunch of colors. And then when we get it to green there, Ooh. Ooh. See, you have to be really tweaky to... There we go. In the end, put files in Audacity and made sure they were stereo 32-bit floating point files, but even that was a bit random. I just tried that, but it didn't work. So again, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so anyway, that's the sort of gist. That's the kind of gist of the sort of playback. Now, if I go anti-clockwise, it'll play it back in reverse, and when it gets to that same kind of, well, in this case, like point at 9 o'clock or whatever, it'll go green. If I can find it, there we go. And then it's playing back at its original speed, but in this case in reverse. And I think there's enough range for it to also play an octave above as well, faster. Okay, so that's what that center bit does. And I think one of the things that's kind of fun about this it's a rubbish loop on there. I didn't. Let's get a better loop in. So this knob at the top here, this is kind of like all the way to the right is 100% playback. All the way to the left is our incoming sound. Let's grab some of this. This sounds quite nice. Actually, this kind of stuff lends itself really nicely to the morphogene effect once you start to play with the morphs and the gene size and that sort of stuff. And I could be a bit sloppier with the loop as well. Let's take it to about here. So you can do 2.9 minutes in any single recording, and they call it reels. You'd fill a reel in 2.9 seconds. I'm recording another splice here, and what's quite interesting, if there's one already playing back, it'll sort of record over itself, including itself and the incoming sound on sound style. A bit more gain, a bit more level here. So this kind of combination of the two is quite nice. So at 12 o'clock then, it's an equal blend of the incoming sound and the playing back one. Now, a bit more volume, couldn't we? Let's get a bit more gain here. Okay, that's... So I'll go all the way to the recorded sound now. What? Oh, I'm recording. I don't know what I did then. I'm gonna go back and do that. Let's go again. Start recording. Pause that. Oh! I must have taken a tiny amount. Why did I do that? Okay. Let's get a bit more. I want to get onto the good stuff, you see. I think I'll go back to this other track. I think this is a nicer vibe, I think. The morphogene sort of approach a little bit to music concrete and splicing tape loops and the kind of thing that they would do maybe in the 1950s and into the get that? Okay, let's try that. I'll go a little bit longer. Because what we'll do is then, as it plays back, we'll start splicing it, and let's try it to there. Stop that now. Why is this happening? I'm only taking teeny slices. Everything's slicing small. What am I doing wrong? So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's still fun to do all this kind of stuff. Splice that. Splice that. Okay. I'm going to do this again. Apologies. Right, let's go to our wet mix again. Sorry, our dry sound. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go onto a new reel. Yeah, so hold down splice. Press record. Flashing. Oh, turquoise. I think that's our new reel. They use a colour scheme thing. This is actually quite nice. This is quite a cool little design feature, though. I mean, it'll take a bit of time to kind of learn the order, but you kind of learn like blue, sort of green, or like more of a green, yellow, orange, red, purple, whatever that is. Oh, sorry, I'm covering my hand. Sorry about that. Let's do that again. So you've got this colour sequence: blue, I don't know, aqua, I guess, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and then, yeah, like a lilac, I guess. Back to blue. And that's what happens. Rather than using numbers, it uses that colour sequence. Reboot. I'm going to do that. Why not? So let's try this again. I love it that there's so many of the regulars are here. It's so nice to see you all, but also I feel kind of all right about spogging up a little bit. I use the word spogging for sort of getting things wrong. So I'm a serial spogger, which is like my word quag, actually. Some long-term Sonic State listeners will know quag. That's a word that I come up with probably getting on for 20 years ago now, and I've attempted to try to get it into the dictionary. What does it mean? Quag. A quag is a bad note, is a wrong note, is a stinker of a note, is a note that no matter how you look at it just sounds dreadful. And that's kind of useful because there isn't really another word for it. You could say it's a bad note, a wrong note, or it's like a bum note maybe. But it's all a bit clunky, and you have to use other words to phrase things. Whereas if you use the word quag, you can use it. It's super useful. A lot of my friends use it when, unselfconsciously as well, because it is useful. Words are born out of necessity after all. And quag, like you can say, which of you guys quagged in the verse there? And they say, oh, don't blame me. It's probably Jenkins. He's the serial quagger amongst us. And you go, yeah, but I was listening to that. I was listening to playback of the new mix, and I thought the backing vocal sounded a bit quaggy. Yeah, or sort of like it's a bit quaggish. In that middle section, it's a bit quaggish. See, super flexible. There isn't another word that does it, you see. So I even set up a website, quag.co.uk, to publicise the use of this word. The thingy is expired. What's it called? The URL. No, yeah, the URL is expired, but the site is still up. I think if you type in quag, QUOG, I think it will still come up. Let me have a look. My website to publicise this note. One of my biggest dreams, ambitions in life is to get a word in the dictionary. Oh, yes. And I think quag is maybe one of my better, most useful words. Q-U-O-G, quag. And there's very few 4-letter words which are still up for grabs as well. I'm just going to see if I can find it. What's this got to do with anything anyway? Nothing. It's just me being silly. Let's have a look. Quag. I know the web. It did kind of fall out. Hang on, quag. Oh no. Hang on, I'll find where it is. And I'll see if I can share the. So you can look at it. Oh yeah, quag. It is there. Oh. Here's my website. Quag, a new word for wrong notes. Charlie Parker, and the quote on there is, Charlie Parker famously said there's no such thing as a wrong note. It's just the way you play it. But I'm saying, unfortunately, dear Charlie was wrong. There is a wrong note, and it's called a quag. There's no way of disguising it. It just simply is that horrid note. Now, this is a terribly vain confession now, but with Melodyne, the DNA aspect of Melodyne, and actually the way it works in Melodyne 5 is so amazing. I'm contemplating going back to some old recordings made in the 1990s. So I was a lead singer. You know, I don't think auto-tune had existed even then. You know, it didn't. So I'm thinking of going back to some old recordings and just tweaking a few of the quags which have meant I've never wanted to listen to those songs ever again. So just being able to go back in time, it feels almost like some sort of, you know, time traveler to go back in time and fix the mistakes. Right then. Yeah. If you do find your way to my quag website, though, yeah, you'll have to search for it. You'll find it, though. It will come up. There is a forum on there. I think it still works. I mean, I set this up about eight years ago or something. When will we get some more Rocket Gold Star gems? Yes, there is an album. It's there. It's sitting there. It's waiting for a few things, but it is there. It's ready. It's ready for release. So very soon. It was meant to be out a couple of months ago, but sorry about that. But soon is all I can say. But it is. I'd be interested to see what you think about it. Really, it's. I think it's pretty cool. My band Rocket Gold Star, that's been around since. Well, it became Rocket Gold Star 1995. Oh, yes. This beard isn't without any heritage, I'm telling you. It's earned. And it doesn't come off. Right. It's a website you can only find by accident. It sort of is at the moment, yeah, because I never bothered to pay to kind of carry, to keep it going. Right. Let's get back on track. Sorry about all of this. Yeah. Let's play something into this Morphogene, see if I can actually sample correctly onto it now. All right, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to find a different tune now. Let's find something... see if we got, how neat did we get that loop then? So that seems to be sampling okay now. Let's get some more level. There's still those gaps. Oh, let's just get it playing back at the right speed at first. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the loop point. So it's a bit ugly loop point. You can, though, you can send the record a gate signal. Oh! It was that gap was mid-play there, so I don't know why it's doing that. There. Oh, is that the loop point? There! What are these? What? Rah, rah, rah. Okay. Eek! I don't like that. I don't know why it's doing those gaps. Holy moly, why is it doing that? Okay, well, we'll see if we can work with it anyway. So basically then, let's try and get this thing doing something. The gene size, you can kind of think of this as just how much of the sample. I think I've talked about this before, but has it died? Oh, I've hit record. Let's try that again. Oh, it's all fun and games here, isn't it? 2, 3, and let's go one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. That seemed to have maybe... Oh, it's quite ugly, isn't it, at the loop point? Oh, yeah, it's nasty. Okay, it doesn't matter though, because what we'll do is then we'll shorten... This sort of kind of shortens the length of the recording, and then this moves the start point around. Shorten it a bit more. So now I can, it's called slide, this parameter. So it's moving where it is. And then this one is controlling how wide it is. But where things kind of get, well, there's a bunch of things that's interesting with this. One of which is if I turn up the morph control, I think I just pressed record again. I don't... what's going on? What am I doing? I'm like a fool. Let me stop this. I have to sample it again. The joys. I've got some beats here. Oh yeah, I got a new one here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, it's not nice looper, is it? It doesn't make nice loop points, it seems. It's like a few little few milliseconds of space. Don't like that, but there we go. So let's... It gets a bit harder with beats to kind of... Okay, so we shorten that. Oh, this is not nice. But then when you do morph though, what morph does is... let's just splice this up to get more, make it a bit more sense. Start that again, so we'll go 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay. Splices. So now the organize is moving through each of these little splices. But this is where it gets interesting with the morph control, because as I increase the morph, it'll take the next splice and it'll bring it like forward in time to overlap. So if I choose which splice I'm picking to overlap, see, this is where it gets into cool stuff, because, and as you keep increasing morph, it adds more, and then until you get up high, And it starts adding extra ones that are like an octave above. There we go. Now I'm going to slow this down. I mean, it's instant glitch fill, isn't it? But that's quite cool, though. And as you can see, all of the parts of Morphagene are all CV controllable. And with, well, certainly in the cases of the gene size, the slide, and the vary speed, we can control positive and negative amounts of modulation. So there is a lovely elastic kind of quality about this. Now let's shrink the gene size down. So if I was to move the gene size all the way over here, we'll kind of get into more of a granular territory then. So we're just using a teeny little bit of it. Let's just do it this way. So you see, you start getting like just little so now if I move the slide around, it'll move this teeny little slither around. You get the gist of that. And then the morph then, as I say, it adds these other overlaps. Yeah. I mean, it's real kind of sound design territory now, but let's run it slow. Running it in slow motion. Let's crank up the morphs. So in a moment, we'll add some modifiers on here. Modulators, rather. I mean, what I do love about Morphagene, if I don't love the file way of doing files, I do love the kind of, the fact is it's so unlike anything I've ever had before. It's the most expensive module I've bought as well. So this kind of stuff, you know, I mean, it's hardly music, but it's fun. But see, if I had the sound on sound all the way over here, and then went into record, lost it. Oh, I think I just killed it. Oh, there it is. What was that? Oh. So it's pretty nuts, isn't it? So if you're wondering about syncing then, so being able to send it a gate signal, I was going to put the Pamela's workout in here. Actually, that would have been a good idea. What that could do then is you could kind of essentially set up different outputs of the Pamela's to go to the, say, the record. So it'll just send a kind of start recording, you know, and you could choose how many beats do you want it to play before it gets that start recording gate signal. So yeah, I think that'll be quite a bit of fun, but I haven't got that set up yet. Let me do something with this, and I will get something. I'll go back to a tune. I like this more mellow thing over here. I'm going to go back, see if I can find it. Yeah, this is a tune. Just checking in with the chat room, just to yeah, quag. My quag website talks about my Song Surgeon. Oh god, that's down. That's probably been down ages. That's my old Song Surgeon website. God, how the years have gone. Right. Going to try and keep my beard from encroaching into the camera. The unscrewed module's killing you. Yeah, I know, it's horrible, isn't it? I don't know, a bit of blue tack or something might have done the job. I thought they were going to be all right. I thought by just putting a few in it'd have held them down, but nope. There I am, resplendent with my new lens and all, and then having all my modules popping out. Right. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to try putting a sample back in again, and I'm going to see, I want to then start bringing some of the fun stuff in. Right. So going fully sound on sound. Let's just, yeah, it's a good idea. Turn all of these ones off. Now I'm going to remember what you do now. If I hold down splice, hold down splice and hit record, that puts me into the reels mode, and I can select different reels. So if I go here, I think if it goes, I might need to just reference the manual on that one, or if the chat room can help, splice record. Yeah, great. This is a new reel now. Yeah, that kind of whatever colour, it doesn't really look that. Whatever colour that is, it's a kind of violet-y sort of colour, is the indicator of an empty splice. Okay, let's play this again and let's sample, and I'll sample. Just try taking a small portion of it then, the gene size, and then so this slide, then moving it around for fun. I'm just going to chuck an LFO in. I'll take a sine out of the Batumi, and we'll put that into the slide. Lifting it out. Hold down the module. Let's try. I'm going to try in gene size. I'll just try a few little, few bits of these out. I try sending. I'll send a square to it so it's just going to 2 places. Let's do it slow, square. Let's go into the gene size. Oh, hang on. What have we lost here? What's happened to it? Why is it doing that? Okay. Right. I'm going to see why it's doing that. I thought I'd... Let's just record a little bit more. I'll just take a short one now, just to make sure I'm working correctly. Oh, it's quite nice though. It's not what I was expecting. So increasing the morphs. Oh yeah. We got more. Let's take another one. Let's try it in the morph. The way the Batumi is set up at the moment is each LFO is independent of each other. Yeah, it's fun. Slow. Let's put some more in. And yet, it will get up that fast. Okay, let's put this into gene size. Oh, it's super cool though. Oh, all is forgiven, Morphogene. I need to slide now. So you get this kind of, obviously, a bit nonsensy stuff, but playing around with it. Let's try the different Batumi modes now. so the quad means that they all run like in sequence. I'm pulling all the modules out. So it becomes, this part of the Batumi becomes almost like a 4-step sequencer in a way. Oh yeah, so the first one kind of governs the tempo, and then the other ones are all like subdivided after it. Now the phase one, they all start. Yeah. I am not out of knurlies, I'm out of sliding screws. Oh, and then the final mode is the divide mode. Super cool, isn't it? I might just switch the vary speed one out. I'll put it into organize. This is quite cool. So organize will move between our splices. Sorry, don't want to make you whitey. It is another case, but it belongs to my... It's the case for my Neutron, which is currently in the rack. Okay, so you kind of get the gist of this, I think. Okay. Okay. Right. So. Oh. I fancy putting something different in now, like a completely different kind of texture. Maybe something with some spoken word or something, perhaps. Oh, how to do this with copyright. I think we can do this. I'll figure out a way. Let's just see if I can park this. Okay. Right. I'm going to find something. I know. I'm going to find some Nick Bat talking. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm just going to grab a video of Nick reviewing something and we'll sample him. Yes. Okay. It's an interview of Nick here with Bo Beats. So, let's see what we can find in here. I'll just nick a bunch of bits. Maybe get a bit of Bo on here as well. Right.
One is when you have, you get something maybe pre-release and you want to get it out on the day of release, and you're not feeling it yet, and you haven't, something else has come up that you have to see to. But that doesn't happen very often, So I mean, it's not like a kind of major issue. It's just perhaps some of the time people don't always know what goes on behind the scenes, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, that'll do for a moment. Let's just make sure. Oh, did I fail again? Oh, I know. I think I probably should just pull all the. I can just pull all of the. Oh my god, I'm pulling it out all the time. Let's just pull all the modulators out.
You're not feeling it yet,
Oh, there we go.
or
Sorry.
you haven't.
Something else has come up. You're not feeling it yet, and you haven't. But that doesn't happen
very often. So I mean, it's not. That doesn't have a major issue. It's just
perhaps some of the time people don't always know what goes on behind the scenes.
Don't always know what goes on behind the scenes, I suppose.
Something else has come. I mean, it's not a major issue. Perhaps some of the time
People don't always know
people don't always. Some of the time people don't always. People don't always know what goes on behind the scenes. It's not you're not feeling. That doesn't have. It's not like it's just people don't always what goes on behind the scenes. I suppose you're not feeling. You're not. You're not feeling. You're not feeling. You're not feeling. You're not feeling.
You're not feeling.
You're not feeling. You're not feeling. You're not feeling. You're not feeling.
Okay. Morph.
You're not feeling. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling. 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 You're not always. I mean, it's not. You're not feeling it yet, and you haven't. Something to do. It's just.
That's quite cool with the organised, isn't it? There's some of our other recordings over here. So actually, let's mess with that. We'll get a mixture of music and Nick then.
Very often, it doesn't have. It's not like it's just major. I mean, it doesn't have. It's major. It's just. That doesn't. Issue. It's just not. Issue. It's just not. It's not like just. It's not like a major.
More morphs.
It's not a major issue. Just not like an issue. Come up. You're not. Yeah.
It's probably more fun to do than just
Yeah. Come up. Come up.
That's pretty cool. Just tune it up a bit. Reverse. It's quite cool when it cuts in music bits in with vocals. Slow it down. We're getting onto something now, aren't we? Okay. So if I was then to go back to my music, let's find another tune to bring in. Okay, let's start. Let's do another one. We've had that one. lick off that, can't we? Modulators out again. Ooh, what's going on? Right, let's. Hang on. That's not that piece. I'll do that again. Take it back. 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Hang on. What am I doing wrong? I've got to create a new splice, I think. Yeah, here we go. Let's take it back a bit. I'll do it on the next loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Oh, I'm forgetting how to do it. Hang on. Stop that for a moment. Oh dear. One moment. Hang on. Hit record and splice. Thank you. There's that. Oh yeah, there we go. So if I start that from there. I'll do it on the next loop. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I doing this like an idiot? Why am I just grabbing a tiny amount? Cheers, that's your head. Sorry, I'm being a bit rubbish tonight, as per usual. I'm gonna do that. I do this again. I just can't remember. I will say, in my defence, I have actually just had to spend quite a bit of time in the octatrack, which is that's a bit of a head messer upper. That's the polite way of saying it. Yeah. Yeah, gene size is down. Everything's down. So let's just try it again. So I just let me just call up the manual. Oh, yes. Clearing the reel. Let's do that. Hold the shift button and record button for 3 seconds. Yeah, let's clear it. 1, 2, 3. I reckon that's it now. Yeah, I think that colour there indicates fresh. It's a little bit, I mean, it's a little bit odd. There's a lot of different combinations you've got to do. There's a shift, splice and record, and holding them down and pressing them. It's all I might make a little cheat sheet for it, I think, for the future. Just whilst I figure out how to do it. Let's just get this working though. Let's get that little riff again. so once you've actually got it in then, I can't get that neat. I can't make it loop neat though. Okay, it's in time. Okay. So one way to kind of think of this is if you think about the gene size to get the length of note that you want. Okay, let's drop it down. Okay, let's bring some Zadar in. Okay. Well, if I was to put it into vary speed, that's like an obvious one. So, in order for the Zadar to do anything, we're just gonna make its repeats infinite. Oops, not its phase. So now it's essentially generating each time. So we slow. Let's just slow that down. So we'll be climbing up the hill. There we go. So it's take about 40 seconds. Sorry, my hand is getting in the way. To get to the top. Go on! Go on, man! Go on! You're nearly there! He's warping back down. Whoa. So, speed it up. Sorry, I keep getting my hand in the way. I'll try and be a bit more. So that warp is cool, isn't it? I mean, I've played around with the Zadar quite a few times on this show, but see, look, as we change the shape of it, this is very obvious to see what's happening. Slow that down a little bit. And then this warp where you can sort of skewer it either way around. Or make it go travel through it really fast. Slow it a little bit, and then these different shapes. Could trigger the Zadar from the Xaoc, the EOSG. From the go on then, let's see what that does. Oh, nice call. We can see that it's triggering so fast. It's kind of. If I warp this, then I guess. Oh no, it stays relative. End of splice gate, yeah, so. these are really tiny splices. Oh, how do I delete? Yeah, it's a crazy envelope generator, but the envelope is when the splice is hitting the end, it's sending the end of splice gate. Now, if I had a longer, oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? So that. Actually, this would be quite fun. If I sent a square wave from the Batumi, let's try it I'll try it into gene size. Oops. I think I'm going to get a bunch of square waves on the go here. This will be fun. Square into morph. Okay, square into slide. I like this. Let's have one more. Organize. Here we go. If you use EOC to shift, it will play the whole splice. Oh, EOC in. Just try some of these other Batumi. Yikes. It's mental. If you use EOC to shift it and play the whole splice. Dr. Zen, can you just clarify that for me, please? Okay, this is silly. I'm going to stop this. Let's start something. Let's do something new. Hang on. So, oh, what was it? Shift and record. Yeah, that just wipes it. Hey, have you noticed one thing, folks? No cameras cutting out after 30 minutes. How about that? So, some improvements in the show, I think, and this lovely lens, I think, looks rather nice. Yeah, sorry, I'm just showing off about that because, as I say, I've done this for you, so I'm just trying to get a little bit of praise. No, because I'm going to be doing 3 shows this week. I'm trying a whole new bunch of gear, so it's going to be a little bit problematic, but hopefully we'll get there. And yeah, this new MacBook Pro M1 kind of works, but doesn't work as well. I'm having quite a few problems with it. I knew I would. I mean, it really is kind of early days. I have a 6 Studio. Yeah, you should see the rest of it. I've been doing a lot of work on it, so I'll be doing some cool stuff. And there's going to be some in the new year, and well, pandemic allowing, we're going to be having some guests coming in to do some jams. And that end, we've got a head-to-head situation where, and I've got some quite cool guests lined up for that. So that should be quite fun. But anyway, that's going to be in the new year, and when we're allowed to do that kind of thing. Oh God, it's boring, isn't it? But we got to see this bugger off. Right, okay, let's do something else. How long have we been doing? 73 minutes. Alrighty, I'm going to probably no Ableton Live on the M1s, not yet. No, but I think when 11 drops, I reckon that they'll probably. It won't be long, I don't think. I think they'll probably be working quite hard at it. I did a project the other day. Some of you may have seen it. I popped a video up about the new Electron Octatrack 1.40 update. But that was the first project that I've edited on the Mac M1, and it was cool. It was really cool. It really handled that. That was using Final Cut, which I think they probably worked really hard to make sure that worked from the off. Anyway, we tuning in for Eurorack and you're talking about Macs. Yes, shut up. Right. Okay. So for those of you who are just joining or have joined recently, apologies for the rate. I need to find out if I can get some more sliding nuts. This is just a sort of temporary case I'm using as a skiff. I might get something else for this purpose, but anyway, blah blah blah. But that's why I thought it was gonna. I thought they were gonna stay put a little bit better than they are. Sorry guys, patch EOC output into shift input, and it'll play the whole splices on the reel. Okay, so I see. Because then that will mean that as the gate. Oops. So what happens there is when that particular, well, this is my understanding of the EOSG end of splice gate. As soon as it reaches the end of the splice, it sends a gate. So I guess in conjunction, I have got a clock input here as well. So I haven't done anything with that yet. That's probably pretty cool. Oh, sorry, EOC, not end of cycle, not end. Oh, am I getting this wrong? No, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to stop pretty soon because it's getting a bit late here, and I'm going to spend more time with this. Yes, there is something else as well, and that is I've got the Touche here, so I might need just to refocus the camera a little bit. Oops, let's just do that so we can see a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. So I've got 4 CV outputs. Now I have just filmed I've just made a little video about using the Touche with modular. That's going to be out very soon. That's like an edited video as opposed to a live one, going through this using the Moog semi-modulars. Touche, I'm sure all of you know what the Touche is, but keep an eye out for that video on my channel though if you are interested to learn more. And well, there's plenty of stuff on the internet about it, but it's essentially a controller, and a very nice one indeed. So as an example, let's just take this white one and put it into vary speed, and then let's get some sound. I think I might just I'll just do a fresh sample, I think. Let's pull these out from Mo. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this one. Thanks, Dr. Zen. I get you now. Let's just put up. I'm going to try and get a few more melodic, longer phrases this time. It's hard to find this green bit. I don't know if it's just this one, but it's super. Here we go. What did I do wrong? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Oh well. I'll have to do that again. Let's do it again. Record. Oops. I'll just lost that tune now. What was it? Oops. What these tunes are, just out of interest, are jams from my little loop station, my 505 looper. And that's one of the great things about that sort of stuff. You know, you just have real fun making long form jams, and then using it as kind of content then for manipulating in things like this. There's a million possibilities with it. Let's just wipe this. Oh, this is a grim thing. It's called The Fog of Aberdare. Definite nightmare ambience, this one. Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh. Gene size was still patched. Well spotted. That's for me with my new clear camera where everyone can see my errors. Okay, that's enough Fog of Aberdare for now. Right. Okay. Try this into the vary speed. Having that control. I'm just going to put all of the Touche outputs in. Okay. I don't like it when it makes the little stops. Oh yeah, that's cool. I don't like those gaps. Do my head in. Actually, if I had some more morphs, that'll probably cover those gaps. you this nice sound. Touche. I think one of the things that's fantastic about it is morph, okay. It's so sensitive, that's what's so good about it. It feels very musical to use. If this isn't particularly musical, but my little video I've made, I go into a lot more detail about this, but I'll open it up and I'll make it. That makes it much stiffer. If I take it down like this, it makes it a lot looser. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting exploring what is going on in these recordings. Haha. Pricey? I guess so, but I mean, wow, it's only the price of a mid-price module, I suppose. Maybe a bit more. Right, hang on. Enough of the fog of Aberdare. Let's find something with a little bit more plenty. Let's find something a bit prettier. So this is pretty, but this will work quite well. Let's get these out. What the hell is this? end up sounding like knobs at this rate. This, I think, is going to be fun. Whoa! Where did it go? Splices in here, so we go splice, splice, yeah, so put a few more in. Reduce the strength of this vary speed. Using the source for a bit of both. Let's try that. Bring in the original now. The source is a bit dodgy though. But it's kind of cool though, isn't it? You get that. Right, I think I'm going to stop around there because I'm just making silly noises here and I don't know if that's fun for you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah, I would just have, you know, I guess that's the nature of this stuff, is very much just suck it and see what you can kind of come up with. I was disappointed with how difficult it was to get files into this. I will look into that and I'll report back. More silly noises, please. Silly noises are, yes, that is something I certainly can provide plenty of. Serious noises, maybe less. But I've been thinking about Morphogene, and so I've got some things I want to do with it, but I do want to certainly find a surefire way of getting files into it. Something that you do have to be mindful of, though, is always overwriting sort of, so whatever reel you've kind of loaded in, it'll kind of write it over it. So I guess if you're going to be performing live, I suppose you would prepare the micro SD card there with the files, provided you can get it to work, and be aware that whatever you do to it will update it, and it'll kind of, that's how it'll be. It's a kind of, so whichever reel that you're on, any adjustments then will, I guess, update that. I think I'm right in that. It's something like that. The Quagagene, very good. Did I consider the Qubit Nebula? Yes, I did. When I bought this, it was a toss-up between that and that the Qubit, and also there's the Instruo one as well. That's really cool. It's got the graphics of the tape machine on there. And I was a bit torn between them. Morphogene kind of won out because that was the one that I'd gone in there initially looking to get. And also, I think the thing about Morphogene is that it definitely feels like it's something pretty unique to modular. Yes, you could recreate it in Reactor or something like that, but I think it's I think it sounds, I do think the sound of it is really good. You know, like when you do these, it does sound as I play the worst sounding part of it. It's just, I think when I was starting my little modular journey, which pretty much tallies with the stinking pandemic, I think I was hoping to find things that was nothing like what I had at all, because I've got quite a lot of instruments here, and really, you know, getting oscillators and LFOs and envelopes and all that kind of stuff, which is great and essential, but I kind of got those in synths. You know, I've got quite a few semi-modular synths already, but Morphogene, I have really nothing particularly like it, you see. This is the first module as well that I was kind of gassing for, even though it just seemed expensive, but it is good. You know, modules, it's difficult. It is an expensive business. It really is. I can't believe how much money I've spent on it now. Oh well. What's money for anyway? It's for spending. But, you know, I did move a bit too quick, and I have so many other things on that the amount of time you need to really spend, you know, I'm such a beginner, you know, as I say, like I'm about 7 months in to this. So like in a year from now, I'd like to think that I'll be making a little bit of progress. But as I say, I just want to reiterate that if you're new to watching this show, that I am kind of bumbling my way through things, and I'm not pretending to know more than I do. I kind of like sharing my failings as much as sharing successes, really. Because I think a lot of us will probably go through similar things of just being really puzzled about why would you want to do that in the first place, and you know, surely that's just a load of just nonsense. Yeah. Yes, that is definitely one thing modular can do very easily, is create a lot of nonsense, and we need nonsense. We need the good nonsense, not the rubbish nonsense. We got too much rubbish nonsense going on. It's the good nonsense we want. Anyway, I think I am just waffling now. Yeah. So I'm going to say again, thanks ever so much for joining me live. I love the chat room, and thank you for your help and assistance there. It is incredibly helpful. Thanks, Inky. Sleep well. Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you all. And so I'm going to be back on Wednesday, and I will be making an announcement maybe tomorrow about what will be on Wednesday. But the big news for me this week is I'm going to be launching my new show on Friday, which is all going to be about pedals and effects and bit more kind of guitar and bass going on, some vocals and some keys, but it's going to be very much about effect pedals and that kind of thing. I've been creating stuff just over this side. I wonder if I give a sneak preview. Yeah, let me do it. Why not? This is a sneak preview. No one's seen this at all. This is, you're honoured. No one's seen this setup at all. Hang on. This is the current. Let's do it. So this is sort of getting ready. So we've got the Volkers, pocket operators, a bunch of electro harmonics pedals and Strymon. Got the Moogs and some other things, the Analog 4 and the Geddy Lee preamp and whatnot. Yeah, so that's kind of new in here. Ugh. Let's get back off there. Right, that's a little preview of that stuff. Right, well, okay, thanks everybody. Take care, be kind. That's my slogan. Be kind to people even if they don't deserve it. Yeah, tough one, but it's the one. We need to heal. We need to bring people together, and it's so easy just to kind of just be angry with them over there. I am really angry with them over there, but I'm going to try and be kind to them even if I'm angry with them. I think it's the way for a good, healthy way of being. And yeah, just one little thing. It's like He-Man, isn't it? You know, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was a really cynical marketing ploy by Mattel. I think it was the very first cartoon that was conceived for selling toys. I think previously the cartoons and stuff had come first, and then that had generated toys. But He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was the first one that was Mattel. I think, yeah, it's Mattel. Got this new range of toys, and then they make this cartoon. It's so cynical, isn't it? You know, but in order to kind of convince people about the worth, every episode of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe would end with a moral. So, you know, whatever. So Man at Arms would tell a kid, as if that was a way of kind of justifying this insipid, you know, advert that was sort of meant to pretend to be some sort of content. Yes. How did I get onto that? Oh yeah, because of the moral of the story. And my moral of the story is, yeah, just be kind to everyone, even if they don't deserve it, because kindness is what we need to make the world turn in beautiful harmony. And on that note, lots of love to everybody. Thank you so much again for joining me. I'm Gaz Williams. Please subscribe and give me a like, even if I don't deserve it. But yeah, join me on Wednesday if you can, or Friday, or both would be even better. And I'm going to be back next Monday for more of this kind of business. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. See you now.